For many years, rural communities like Nyawa fell into darkness after sunset. Businesses struggled, schools relied on candlelight, and families dreamt of a future powered by electricity. Today, that dream is a reality. From classrooms to businesses, homes to health centers, electricity is changing lives in Zambia's rural heartland. Deep in the northeast of Kazungula, southern province, where the sun once dictated the rhythm of life, a quiet revolution is underway. Nyawa, a rural village that once fell into darkness after sunset, is now alive with the glow of electric lights. For the first time in Zambia's history, Nyawa has been connected to the national electricity grid. The transformation is visible. Barbershops buzzing, refrigerators humming, pupils studying well into the night. The Rural Electrification Authority, REA, is leading the mission to bring power, progress and prosperity to Zambia's rural communities.
I work with my two sons here, so we are very happy with what we are doing. People have got more problems when we solve them. So we ask the government to give us more tender of making Madeski and door frames. We can do that job. The government empowers us. At the moment we have cheap hammer mills. When we take maize there, they will charge you 5 kwacha. But with others who have diesel engine, they charge us 15 kwacha.
In Nyawa, the impact of electricity is immediate. Barbershops that once relied on manual clippers now serve customers more efficiently.
Zisika by this time. Kambo kama light. Zipati maningi kwinda ndota kujisima light. Watu ya kusika zindu zisiene zitotali kubona. Mpakitibuya olumuli life yatubira kwinda ndota kujisima light. Banji wataleka ku benefit. Nibatali kukonzia kula masola kuti apange chimwe chintu that kwena a government is yatu gwasha by this time na uendelezi uliko bobo tumaningi to enjoy
lola ngwaheteleka kwa bwe malaiti chiko kahangwa sakwilira chipuma kuheta 2024 akiko banehelenga malaiti lola twezilenga kato hashilenga kuziteula ngyomo kututeula kuwaha na wahashingana chipo olozo nulilia nguna sakwilira.
So even now people they are photocopying marriage.
Grocery stores keep drinks and perishable goods fresh.
And if you look around in my shop now, I'm able to have a lot of clients because of the fresh drinks and fresh things that they are buying because of the REA that has come. So we thank the government because we are able to to make our business easy. And have a lot of clients coming to do, and now I'm expecting to expand my business. As you have seen, there's also a salon somewhere there. So because of REA, I'm able to expand. And now I'm intending to do other business like car washing.
Hammer mills that were powered manually now grind maize with ease, reducing costs for families.
This means that there is that close working collaboration between REA, Rural Electrification Authority, and local authorities. Because of that component of 20% skills development, we can see a lot of entrepreneurship coming out. Barbershops, we have seen welding, we have seen the hammer mills working pretty well as a result of the presence of REA in this particular district of Kazungula. So government would like to encourage REA. The ones who are running CDF, they should work closely in identifying those youths that require that money to go into entrepreneurship.
Spacing. Yes. Separating the words. Yes. Okay.
At both primary and secondary schools, computer studies are no longer just a theory.
We have seen a lot of benefits with the power that has come into our schools since last year, May. Our children are able to use the computers during their technology studies subject. At least almost all the children have hands-on the computer, though we don't have enough. We have only 6 against sometimes 74 pupils in a classroom.
The secondary school has recorded its highest ever pass rate in computer studies, proof that electricity is not just a utility, but a catalyst for education. Thanks to a 23.4 million kwacha investment, over 50 kilometers of power lines now connect Nyawa to the national grid, bringing light and opportunity to over 270 households and 28 government institutions.
Regardless of our distance from the line of rail and the trunk road, our best people at grade 12 scored 10 points in an area like this one. Wow. It's not easy, but midist teachers who don't have their own accommodation. None is accommodated here. We are just renting the community. But that is not an obstacle. We are saved to save.
Across Southern Province, RIA has completed over 10 grid extension projects and installed 5 solar mini-grids in hard-to-reach areas. More than 120 million kwacha has been invested, connecting 13,000 households and 1,485 small businesses. In Dundumwezi constituency of Kalomo district, a newly completed mini solar grid is providing reliable electricity to schools, homes and businesses, changing lives in ways once unimaginable. Built at the cost of 4.1 million kwacha, this 34 kilowatt solar power system is electrifying Nkandanzovu primary and secondary schools, Nkandanzovu Rural Health Center and local businesses.
The charging is 1,400 watts and it has a distribution network of about 4.4 kilometers covering the entire Nkandanzovu village, and initially it was planned to have 80 initial connections. So the 80 connections were done, and I think by now we have more than 80. Yeah. And then as part of the other off-grid projects in Southern Province, we are doing there's a Lumba solar mini grid in Zambia. Then we also had Moyo solar mini grid. These are the off-grid projects which we did under the 2023 work plan and budget for the Rural Electrification Authority.
For thousands of people, it means better education, improved healthcare, and new business opportunities. Electricity does more than light up homes. It transforms communities. In rural Zambia, access to power means improved education. Schools can introduce digital learning and extend study hours. Enhanced livelihoods. Farmers can use electric irrigation, and local carpenters can produce furniture for schools.
We own a project from the government, and they subcontracted me. So I have a project to do decks for the government schools and other projects like for spray laces.
The 8th National Development Plan and Rural Electrification Master Plan set ambitious targets, and RIA is delivering on them, one project at a time.
But with the advent of the drought or the climate change issues, we've also now tried to focus on avenues that focus on off-grid projects. If you look at where we are right now in Nkandanzovu, we have a solar mini grid that is supplying power to, that has well over 300 connections. These are public institutions and private facilities within the area. So the aim of this is also for the solar program is first of all to look at those areas which are inaccessible in terms of grid extension. You might know that grid extension is quite an expensive undertaking, and so many factors come into that in terms of decision to bring such solar projects in an area like this one. Some of it is distance, the terrain, etc., etc. So to also contribute to offsetting the demand on the national grid, the focus now is to also try to develop mini grids in as many places as possible. This is just an example of one of the solar mini grids.
The electrification of Zambia's rural communities is not an isolated effort. President Hakainde Hichilema, speaking at the Mission 300 Africa Energy Summit in Tanzania, stated Zambia's commitment to energy access for all.
Zambia is committed. The reforms are in place. I want to encourage other heads of state to run on with the reforms in the energy sector, as you need reforms in other sectors to accelerate economic growth for our country's jobs, for our young people, business opportunities, and to look after the sick, the old, the weak in society. We have to generate value.
The next step is for the community to protect and maintain these investments, given the steady growth in demand.
And so we have seen the 34 kilowatts off-grid solar project that was constructed, obviously, and for the community to benefit. But one of the key issues that government is always concerned about is the issue of vandalism. And we strongly believe that this committee, in collaboration with everybody, the civic leaders, everybody, traditional leaders around this place, can carry that language of vandalism. Vandalism in this country is a very serious offense. It's a felony because it carries a minimum of 10 years imprisonment to the maximum of 25 years in jail. And government doesn't like people to go to jail as a result of such. We would rather be more proactive by sensitizing the people, because sometimes ignorance of the law has no defense. And so we should be able to engage them as the community chair, engage them, tell them about the consequences of vandalism.
With every new connection, RIA is turning on lights of progress, unlocking potential, and creating the path for a brighter Zambia.
So, twarumba maningi kuri bariya kuri honse hobaka tuchitira kujatiki hamara itaya, at least tusumpuko twarubona kuna unkanda nzovu kamba kuti twakajisiko ma challenges yakutoro mwijisiko inswi mwene kuhiyanika, but awa tubikabiwa mu fridge then mukushabiwa chindi chonse twaliyako fresh kuti novatakayininga vikamalaiti ava kwatongandiza 17-18 hours mwachita kuti mwakotoka mburi kumarket muno. So ava novakavika malaiti nga wakotoka mumbwa chindi choyanda 21-22 kamba kuti tujisikwa malaiti twamwe hakusambara masiku onse kapotoka kuina machallenges ngo tujisi mburi kusaidi kukusambara.
The journey continues, one community at a time, one connection at a time.